Good, good, good. Welcome in, everyone. Almighty morning. Hello, Miriam. You are very quick this morning. Yep. I haven't even got my Facebook set up yet. That was a different kind of intro. I'd already had that on, so I figured that would be good for the day because I don't like the ones that are canned with restream. So it's a beautiful Tuesday morning. It's Tears Day. For those of you who do not know, tear is the gut.
Yes, yes, yes. And it is also welcome to the show that flows.
Yes, we are a little bit ishy today because having to get things straightened out and taken care of here. So, and I'm still, like I said, getting everything set up. Hello, Alyssa. Grand rising to you. Sharing it out. So, have you shared your Facebooks so they know that we're here?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I should
No,
be.
no, I meant where it says share, like and share. And this is the show that flows. We talk about anything, any questions you have. And the topic today is
Today we're going to talk about letting your kitchen be your hospital. What do you think about that, guys? Today we're going to talk about letting
okay.
your kitchen be your hospital.
So you've got a
We're a bit delayed here.
yeah. That's a delayed, so it's gonna
I turned it off.
okay. All right.
Okay. So yeah, we're talking about how many of you guys are allowing your kitchen be your hospital? Kind of that old saying by the Chinese medicine, let thy food be your medicine, kind of concept, same thing, right? Yeah. Food is could be good for you or it could be bad for you. You could be working on an illness or you could be working on getting healthy. So today we're going to talk on how to let your kitchen be your hospital. Does anyone out there have any questions?
And curiosity, how many of you out there are eating properly? And what is properly? Whatever's best for you. Because I know a lot of
Are you really taking care of yourself and your family? I am a firm believer that you are what you eat. That statement has always resonated with me. And eating healthy can be hard because people don't even know where to start sometimes.
and then again, what is healthy for one is not necessarily healthy for another.
Fact. Yeah, that's true. We're all so different. We have such a different biochemistry, hormone chemistry, endocannabinoid system that's so different.
I'm checking settings and different things. Because again, Restream is not giving me the information I need. Probably not healthy enough. Again, it's what reactions are you having to the food you're eating? I had sugar for the first time in 14 days. And the next day I had a headache. Yeah, that would be sort of like um, withdrawal symptoms or what is the other hangover.
Yeah, it's just through listening to your body. If you eat something and it causes mucus or for you to be bloated, it's not for you. It's already causing you to have issues in your body because cancer needs mucus to grow and a acidic body. That's what cancer grows in, and yeast, starch. is what cancer feeds off of.
And when you're talking about yeast and starch, first thing that comes to mind is bread.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yes, I love my potatoes, but the starch is not good.
You love your roots, huh?
I love my
So don't we all.
yeah.
And it's fine in moderation when you're eating those types of foods because everything almost that we eat is a carbohydrate. I mean, everything is, which turns into sugar. So it can be a little difficult and challenging out there. Letting your kitchen be your hospital. Let's see. Let's see if I get some action. I got them read sideways. Well, welcome to the show that flows, you guys. Where we're hoping to get you energized, and get you some downloads and elevated. And this morning we are talking about letting your kitchen be your hospital. Let thy food be thy medicine. And we're just waiting for people to come on in and share with us some of their stories and what they do to be healthier. Because either you're working on being healthy or you're working on being sick. And what are you choosing?
And another thing they say is you choose to be wise or you choose to be wounded.
Mm-hmm.
So be wise with your body. The mind body soul connection is very important.
Yes. And to elevate into the next awareness or is through purifying the vessel. The more you purify the vessel, the higher you do rise in elevation with awareness.
Pamela's got it right.
We got Pamela. I'm not getting anything on my sides.
Yeah. No, you don't. This is because
I usually get that though.
that's strange. You usually do, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to get with Restream there. Yeah, usually I get a counter how many people are on, and that's not either. Anyway, Pamela doesn't take any meds. She uses food to heal her body.
Fantastic.
That is the way to do it. And I know I've been off pharmaceuticals for over 2 years now, and at one time I was off them a total of 6 years. So definitely not going back. And besides, I know Claudine, and I can get other supplements here.
How many pharmaceuticals were you on?
Um, four,
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because each one led to another one.
Oh yeah. They just put a band-aid on it. Let's not get to the trauma. Let's get it, cured.
Yeah, no cures.
I have a client right now who went on 3 pharmaceuticals. I believe 2 of them are antidepressants. And she started these pharmaceuticals about 2 years ago, I believe. And she's gained like 25 pounds. And she was pretty fit. And she's been going to the gym and doing everything, and she just can't lose it. It's all straight in her belly. It's because it's made her cortisol hormones out of whack. She has no control of her cortisol hormones at all.
Very good, Pamela. She doesn't even let the doctors take her blood unless she's very sick.
Very good, Pamela.
And the more people we can get to look at these pharmaceuticals and realize that the the pill they gave you to reduce blood pressure causes your cholesterol to rise. And then after that, it's neuropathy. And then after that, it's allergies. I mean, don't they realize that if you start really looking at the side effects of these drugs, you'll see. And some of them even cause a lot of pain. And of course, they want to give you a drug for that. So,
Opiates.
yeah. Well, even gabapentin to me is
Oh, gabapentin is brutal, especially for people who've been on it for years. Trying to get them to come off of that, detoxing them and titrating them down, it does. It's brutal. It is brutal. That stuff really binds to receptors.
and I've been told that I have, but I just gave it up and I didn't look back. I didn't, but then I was walking at least 10K a day. For those of you who don't know what 10K is, it's 6.2 miles a day. Walking, running, I was actually running it a day. And for some reason, I just said, okay, I don't want to take this anymore. And I dropped it all. I never felt any withdrawals. I never did. So what that tells me is my body had already gotten rid of it. We didn't need it, didn't want it, and that's finally told me.
But doing the running is what helped detox it out of your system. And then you got that runner's high, so you got into your higher self, which you were able to receive your messages. And we're not supposed to have chemicals in our bodies, you guys. We are not, our human bodies were not made for pharmaceuticals. Some pharmaceuticals are made with plants, though. But
Yeah.
yeah, you just got to do your own research.
Well, the beginning of aspirin came from white willow bark.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I work with white willow bark. I love it. It's really a good pain reliever.
But it's not stepped upon by humans. So that's what.
Yep.
So Michelle says, so last week I made oregano oil for my arm. How do I use it? YouTube says it's very strong, internal or external
Oh,
ratio.
both. Drop it underneath your tongue as a sublingual, and then you can also rub it on so you can get it into your skin.
Now, how many drops would you put under your tongue?
I would use a full dropper at least twice a day.
Wow.
If she's got that much inflammation, yeah.
Okay.
Go with your intuition, whatever your first thought is. If it's a full dropper, do a full dropper. If it's 5 drops, do 5 drops. Listen to that first thought that you have. And that is your innate telling you. Or muscle test it. If you guys know how to muscle test with your fingers or hold it up your chest, go forward to yes, if you go backwards to no.
We can barely see you. Can you adjust that?
Really?
There you are.
Well, because I don't want to get too close to this.
Right.
So I'm trying to accommodate.
Well, I was just thinking about maybe bringing that down instead of leaving you. Okay. That's good. That's good. Hello, Karen Gibbons. Hello, Cynthia. And I already said Pamela. Rachel is in. Michelle has already been.
How anyone Instagram out there? And if you guys doing anything to let the kitchen be your hospital?
I like that.
Oh, you guys have an echo. Look at, we're echoing.
Yeah, I'm hearing it here, so I'm not sure where it's. Because I'm off here. You're off there. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Let's see if that helps.
Okay. And then Pamela has
Let us know if that helps you guys.
cabbage teas, watermelon, and different types of oils help with a lot of issues you have. Be careful with the cabbage. You don't want to overdo it. Okay? It causes gas, which can cause problems as well.
It's a great detoxer, and having it fermented is the best. Fermentation, cabbage, what do they call it? Sauerkraut.
So, yes.
Turn it into sauerkraut. It's really, really good for your gut.
And again, if you want something in it that would help, is the caraway seeds, because that helps reduce some of the gas. For those who can handle caraway seeds. What you got?
Caraway seeds. I was just
Yeah.
telling you guys, this is what we're drinking this morning. If you want to know what's inside our cups, we've got the 14 mushroom blend.
Yeah, and I'm hearing it more now. So your micro.
Mine's all turned off. Everything on mine is turned off.
Let's see something. Audio. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I only have one. I don't know if it's coming up here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. See if that helps at all. I don't think so. I'm still hearing the echo. Well, you go ahead and talk about what you got, and I'll do it.
Okay, so we've got the 14 mushroom blend, and this is what we've been drinking in the morning to get us pumped up and energized. Anyone out there interested in a mushroom kava? This is really annoying.
Yeah, I don't know if I've shut down all my other ones. Hold on a minute. Let's get rid of this. Does that help at all? Hello, hello. I'm going to. Try something else. Somebody talk.
Well, it's hard to talk when it's echoing.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah, you guys, are we still echoing?
Yeah, I hear it.
All right, yeah.
Where are we getting it from? That's what my question is. Testing, testing. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm hearing it echo through here. I've turned off all of mine. I go to. Hello? Still.
It's worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm back.
Sorry, guys. We got a bad echo.
That's a good one. Try to fix it. Hold on a minute. I'll get back. No?
Let's see, once you turn off your speaker here and just have this one on.
That's not a speaker.
Oh.
If I turn off the speaker, we won't be able to hear anything. So, testing. I can't tell if it's
Sorry.
echoing. We just got to keep talking for a minute.
All right. Anyone out there have anything they want to talk about? How they
Okay.
let their kitchen be their medicine, their food be their medicine, their kitchen, their hospital.
You don't have volume up on that one, right? That's
No,
turned off.
that's off.
This
Yeah.
is off. Mine is.
Yes, so if you guys are interested and you want to try some mushroom coffee, well, it's mushroom java. It has no caffeine in it. Just 14 mushrooms. Fruity bodies. You can go to my website, elevatebyclaudene.com, and you'll see my 14 blend mushrooms. And I also have a 7 blend mushroom. They look
Okay.
the same.
Michelle's husband says, or significant other, says we need to be further apart. Point computers in opposite directions. Try that. Yeah. Okay.
Does that help?
I'm still getting it. Opposite directions. Are we getting any better?
Is that better? Okay, you guys. No, it's not getting any
Well,
better.
it's worked for 3 times. No. Fourth one. Okay. Yes.
She's dropping everything.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right, hopefully this will help.
I think I'm losing my laptop.
Sorry about this. But yeah, you guys, so welcome to the show that flows. And today we are talking about let your kitchen be your hospital. Other words, let Thai food be your medicine. Anyone out there have any great ideas of what they do to let food be your medicine? I do. I used my 14 mushroom blend this morning to get me energized and going.
Now, did you turn your microphone off on your,
Yeah, all the microphones.
not just your speaker, but your microphones?
Did it go away?
Yeah, it's gone. Okay. I can come back?
I think we're good. I think we got it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Can you guys hear us both yet?
Okay, guys. Finally, we figured it out. Jeez Louise, the blind leading the blind over here this morning.
Hey, wait a second. I've done this a couple times. That's why I kept saying it echoed more on yours than on mine. So I'm going, yeah. Okay. We are going to get this together. Okay, can you hear? So you can hear us both. Oh dear. I'm not the only one dropping. I'm sure I'm going to have to fix that later, but okay. Okay.
All right. Can you guys see us both?
Hello, Laura. So you can hear Claudine just as well as you can hear me?
Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. Oops.
I just want to make sure because I will put a different. We can hear you both. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging in there with us and figure this out.
Louise. Okay. Okay, can they see you? Can you guys see both of us? All right, you guys.
We're back.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday. Again, welcome to the show that flows. We're thinking about calling it the spiritual show that flows, where we will energize you, help you get some downloads, and elevate you. And today we want to talk about what are you guys doing to let your kitchen be your hospital?
We're all good at different
We
things.
got someone who took our advice and she made her own not oregano, but
yeah, oregano oil.
Oh yeah, oregano oil. Yeah, okay, it was oregano oil. Yeah,
Yeah,
and she's getting ready to use it, and she followed the steps of extraction, and now she has her own oregano oil. So it's really cool, and to watch her heal herself by just using oregano oil. Oregano oil is a #1 antibiotic, you guys. The best one that you can, like the best antibiotic ever.
Yeah, and a lot of places do sell it. Sell the tinctures and different things, but be careful of what they put in it. Always reading the ingredients, no matter where you're buying it from. I mean, the herb stores and stuff, oregano oil, and they promote it greatly, but some of them might have alcohol or other things in it. You just want to be careful.
I always say, know your grower when it comes to your food or your supplements. It's one of my rules that I live by. As far as having my kitchen as my hospital. So I know who my grower is. If I'm not growing it, then I know who's growing it for me. Um, and that way I know how long it's been dead. I know if it has any preservatives in it. And I know that I'm not putting any junk in my body or on my body. And that's how I make my products too. Same thing. Everything's made from scratch pretty much. Even the mushrooms.
And thank you for commenting on this beautiful owl. I actually got two, and they're from Judy. I met Judy through Claudine. So she doesn't wear them, and
She's a client of mine who travels the world, and she just loves to buy jewelry from everywhere. And then she comes in here and she blesses me and my colleagues that work with me. But look at this one, you guys! Isn't this so
That's gorgeous.
beautiful?
and it has earrings to match.
I
So
know.
I'm looking forward to
She's
wearing
got
that
beautiful style. I am so blurry on your side.
you always get.
I'm not blurry on my computer,
You were clear earlier, and now you're blurry.
and then I'm not blurry here.
No, you're clear.
And then here's the little earrings, you guys.
Yep.
There is two in here, right?
Yes, there is two. Yeah, they're great. Growing sprouts and
So what does
microgreens.
owls mean? What does owls mean to people?
To me, it's wisdom. They make me feel calm.
That's
And-
what everyone always says. Owls are the sign of wisdom.
Who made an owl necklace? It was made. They didn't make. I don't know who the.
She travels
Nicholas.
around the world. Who knows where she got it?
She doesn't even know.
Yeah, she's a flight attendant, so she's been all over the world, and she just buys jewelry, and she comes in and she gifts it to me and my colleagues. She really, really, really liked Julie, so
Yeah.
so she says she felt called to give her some jewelry. The
And
owls.
I love my owls. I was wearing my green owl necklace at the time. So, yep.
Okay, you
Is that-
guys.
okay.
So let's talk about some health. Let's talk about what we're doing to make ourselves healthier and better.
Okay. And Michelle was talking about growing herbs and growing sprouts and greens.
Yes, microgreens. Those are so good. How does she do it? Are you growing your own?
Michelle, are you growing your own?
Yeah, and what style are you using? Yeah, microgreens are really good. I used to grow them off of when I would grow them on lunch trays. You know the old-fashioned lunch trays, cafeteria trays.
Yes.
I'd grow them off of that.
Oh, wow.
And they're perennial, so you just cut them down, and the next one would grow. You cut them down, the next one would grow.
Wow.
Yeah, I would stack them. It was really cool, the system that I had. I love microgreens. I do grow my own. But right now I'm just growing mine in a pot. I grow mine inside of just a regular pot. I pot a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, you do yours in jars? Cool.
Oh, right on. Okay. I've seen that method.
Yeah.
The kit. Is it a kit? Is that what you got, Michelle?
And we're getting information on owls too. Yes, intuition. They see in the dark. And what else? So
And you went on Instagram. Want to say anything? Yes, definitely. Nope.
so what
That's
kind
like
of
using nature? Okay, I got someone else. Since I have to read this stuff. Oh, I am getting some stuff. Look at this.
yeah goods to what feel?
Okay, we got someone on here. We've got Bareka Star. She listens to her body and she doesn't eat meat. That's another one. Yeah, that's good for. I don't eat meat either. I'm a vegetarian and gluten free and sugar free. So I don't eat any preservatives. Good for you. Yeah. Not all of us. Let me see. Yes. Are you in the same chat? Is the okay? They're trying to help us with the mic. Okay, yeah, we figured it out. Okay, yeah. Well, everyone's different when it comes to meat. again, I just say watch the energies of the meat. Where's the meat coming from? Who's growing the meat? Just watch where it's coming from. But I do believe that many humans need animal fat. We've been doing it for so long. You eat meat, don't you?
I do, but I haven't been eating a whole lot of meat this week.
Yeah, I eat mushrooms, so I get all of my meat nutrients that I need that I'd get from meat, like shiitakes are good for your red and white blood cells for rejuvenating them just as well as red meat. So, and that's what you had this morning, some shiitakes.
Yeah, and I bought some shiitakes from Costco, and they always do well for me. Cremini, um, and then I got three blend from Sprouts, and they look so good. I sauteed them and then added them to eggs, and they were very good.
Yes,
So
yes. So mushrooms are where I. Oh my goodness, there's a mosquito on my computer. I don't like mosquitoes.
go away.
Go away. They suck my
And
blood.
portobellos are considered the steak of the vegetables.
But you got to be careful with portobellos because they have been tainted.
Ooh,
Yes, Paul Stamens does talk on that, you guys. I know he does. I've gone to a couple of his lectures recently, and he does mention it. So, um, all I got to say is thoroughly cook them. Just cook them really, 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 really good. That's my answer to it. I still eat them too. So,
no, Laura. Unless you have a question on your health and how you can get off of the pharmaceuticals and what you really need, that's the kind of thing we're doing today. As far as readings, those would be done tomorrow on Ask the Angels, or in the afternoon with A5 Says, hopefully, and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And that's around 6-ish Mountain Standard Time. So,
and then the Gabriel Project on Friday, you're on there too, aren't you?
Right.
Okay, yes.
And then there's Thursday with Dawn and Shauna. And also, Tina and Michelle have been to this other place that we get readings. But remember, if you go this other place, you're going to have to be doing some readings too. I'm just saying. It's all about learning. If I can find it, it's in here somewhere. Come on, where
All
are
right,
you?
you guys.
There it is. And tonight's Zoom class. So be sure to email Don and let him know you'd like to come on. Hopefully, we'll see you, Tina and Michelle, tonight, and anyone else who would like to join us.
And we're just talking today. This is the show that flows, and we're talking about allowing the kitchen be your hospital. Like the Chinese say, let the food be thy medicine. And we're just talking today, just seeing what you guys are doing out there to work on being healthier instead of working on being sick. And if you guys have any questions out there on any changes that you can make, we are more than happy to help you. I am Claudine with Elevated by Claudine, and I do all kinds of plant medicine and fungus medicine. Every single fungus and plant on this planet has medicinal value for the human. So, that being said, there is not an element that you have in your body that there's not a cure for it in nature. So, we're just talking about that, and the best way to work on being healthier is by getting on a good, healthy diet and letting thy food be thy medicine and not over consuming it. I am a firm believer you are what you eat. So, that's very important.
Yeah. And Michelle was talking about, I'll get to the first one. So she grows in her own jars or on paper towels. And then the next one, she says there's no kit, just seeds in a jar with strainer lid. So this is how she's growing it. And For those of you just coming in, Michelle has made some oregano oil, and she's, whoops, that was weird.
Connection lost.
Wow, you just disappeared. You want to go back out and try coming back in again?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there she is. This is very strange. They just want to make sure we're paying attention. That's all.
We are in a sacred portal, you guys. So the energies here are very, very high. So,
And the music you hear in the background is?
the Arcturian showed up this morning.
Yep.
The Arcturian vibrational music showed up. So, yes, you guys. Let me see if we got anyone on.
Yes, aquaponics sounds very good. But then you've got to be careful about your water too, right? What water you use. And
To stabilize cortisol level. Oh, to stabilize your cortisol level, get off sugars. Get off. If you've got problems with your cortisol, get off sugars, starches, and acids. Get your body more pH'd so that you have control of your cortisol. And then again, you guys, stress. Stress is the number one thing that feeds cortisol. And pharmaceuticals. If you are on pharmaceuticals, that is going to get your cortisol all whacked out. So the number one thing to get your cortisol under control is to get off the sugars, get off the gluten, the starches, and you'll start to get control of your cortisol.
They kicked you off again.
You keep getting kicked off on. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. You're still on.
What the heck?
Oh, here she's back again.
Sorry.
And
Okay.
Victor's saying elements outside of my apartment as people in chat to open your minds, see you, we hear you. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Victor, but
Thank you, Victor.
yep.
Namaste, Victor.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember,
Yes.
but last Friday when we were on the Gabriel project, I had mentioned that I had lost my kitty, but she returned to me last night, Victor. So I'm super happy.
And she's here today.
Yes, she's here with us today. She came out for a minute. Hopefully she'll get up on my lap. But yes, my Jewel Moon, my kitty cat.
Yeah, when you guys are on YouTube and Facebook, I gotta make sure you see each other. So that's why I put that up there. Okay, so cortisol.
Yeah, what is cortisol? Does anyone know what that hormone is? That's the stress hormone, the flight or fight, and it causes fat. It's what makes you have a big belly. I saw this guy yesterday. I was getting, where was I? I was doing deliveries last night. I was delivering medicine to a client, and I was in a parking lot, and I get in my car, and I see this guy. He's super thin, you guys, and he just has this big, hard, round tummy. I mean, he literally looked like he was like 8 months pregnant.
Wow.
I know. And that's just straight up cortisol right there, and pharmaceutical damage. And but yeah, cortisol is something that we all need to get control of. If not, then you're gonna carry around that gut. I had some downloads. Oh, we have the full moon coming up.
Mm-hmm. We do. On the 21st, is that correct?
Yep. And then we have the Pleiades meteor shower happening too, you guys.
Oh, she's going again. And she's back again.
Yeah, your guys' bodies has the ability to heal itself greater than anyone has ever told you. Your body has the ability to heal itself. And you can do this through diet and exercise and mindful thinking, better, happier thoughts. And that's what I help people with. Getting them healthier and better. And, when you know better, you do better, right?
Yes.
And
I don't have mine. my bag next to me right now, but I wanted to bring this to retrain your brain. Remember, it's here at Claudene's. You can get it here, or you can get it on Amazon. Because a lot of you come in with negative thoughts in the head, and thoughts are just as strong as words. Remember that. So you got to change your outlook. And yes, Victor, the 7-7 portal is extremely strong today. You might notice it's 7-16, which is 7-7. Okay, so it's still very strong today. And
Yes.
there are so many portals open right now. There are more portals than we can even fathom open right
Hold on, excuse me.
now. So, yeah, that's her business line.
Yes, we are not open yet.
So yes, there is a lot of energy going on. Embrace it. Don't fight it. Going with the flow is very important. That's why this is the spiritual show that flows. And
Yes.
it's ever evolving, so we don't know what it's going to be called next week.
Yes, but we will get it more and more dialed in as we're doing this. I think this is only our third time doing this. So, and I hired
Right.
some computer people to help me get everything all on one channel, so everything will go out through my website. So
It'll be
that'll-
much easier.
Yeah, it'll be much easier. Yeah, I went ahead and finally bit the bullet and paid for that to get done. So it'll be getting done hopefully here by next week. I'll have it done, completed. So is anyone else there have any questions about getting healthy and letting thy food be thy medicine? Again, I just wanted to show you guys what we are drinking inside of our cups. We are doing our mushroom regimen. This morning we're doing the 14 blend. This is the 7 blend. And it's just 14 full fruity body mushrooms, 14 different ones, and then 7 other ones. You want to say why, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that these ones have more fighting cancer mushrooms in it. Yeah, that's what I like about it too. And it's just a stronger adaptogen. I do drink both of them, so I love them both. They're both really, really, really good. And they taste good, you guys. All you have to do is add hot water. And it's so good, isn't it? That's how you drink it. You just add hot water. She just adds hot water to hers. I like to put a little bit of goat's milk in mine. I like my stuff creamy.
I haven't tried goat's milk. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, I'm a cream. I love cream.
Well, I love pecan milk. Of all the milks, pecan is my favorite right now. I mean, I've tried almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk. Oat milk is too oaty, and it just.
Oh, I like oat milk.
I do too, but it has a tendency because it's grain. Yeah.
Oh, messes with you.
To bloat, yeah. I don't need that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Tara's the one who called because, Dina, I need to talk to you. Yes, I need. So I wanted to put that up so you saw that. Okay. Will you please text me? She's writing Tara Michelle Allman.
Okay, yeah. If you guys are trying to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me through my website at elevatedbyclaudene.com, and that is spelled CLAUDENE, again, .com. And you guys can get a hold of me there. You can set a chat through my website, and I will get to you guys as soon as possible. You can always call the store and make an appointment. But like I said, again, you can go to my website, make an appointment with me. I have all my bookings there under services. I also have Judy on there. I'm sorry, Julie on there. Okay, I'm talking about Judy earlier.
Yeah, this is Judy.
Yeah. I have Julie on there too, and she's got services too, you guys. So if you guys want to rent her for an hour or so or longer, I believe you guys can. She does have services on my website. So book with her a private booking. You won't be disappointed. She's very good at what she does. And then I also have 4 different bookings that you guys can make with me if you want to rent me for an hour or so too. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, that is how you can. And again, like I said,
This is another tiramisu. Oh,
Oh,
please don't
yes.
put your phone number up here. Please. This goes out to many people across the world, Tara. So please delete that. But you have her information.
Yeah, I don't know how she's been trying to get a hold of me. I haven't seen any messages come through. She's trying to get a hold of me through social media. You guys, I'm shadow banned, so I get some stuff and some stuff I don't get. And I really won't put a whole bunch of energy into trying to get into my accounts because I deal with a lot of, like I said, I've been shadow banned for many years. But like I said, you guys need to get a hold of me, Tara. Just go to my website, elevatedbyclaudene.com, and send me a message through there. And then we can set up an appointment. Or you can call me later on and set an appointment. And that number is 623-225-7200. And that's the number to my facility.
Okay.
And I do remember you, Tara. I do. I was working with you a long, long, long time ago. Like, like 8 years ago or longer.
And she says she's texted you.
That's a landline. You can't text my business line.
No, somehow. Okay. And Victor's got this for us today. Thank you, Victor. We appreciate you. Okay. So, King of Wands, Ace of Swords, King of Cups. Ooh, double kings. Probably about 8 years ago, she says. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, it's nice to see you reconnecting.
Yes. Hello.
So, anybody else have any questions on this stuff? We've talked about cortisol and what is the best way to get rid of it?
The best way to, well, you can't, what do you mean get rid of it? You mean control it?
Control it, yes.
Control. You want to have control of your cortisol. You want to have control of everything in your body, right? Isn't that like the goal of getting healthy?
Right.
Controlling your cortisol, controlling your dopamines, controlling your GABA receptors, and all of those hormones that you have. That's what it is to me. Getting healthy is having control of everything in my body, and that to me is being healthy. And you can't put a price on health. You really can't. I know a lot of people who are very wealthy and privileged people, and they'll tell you, you can't buy happiness and you can't buy your health. Those are the two things. No matter how much money they have, they can't buy that. It's something they have to do for themselves.
Yes, the current energy can, but you've got to change your mindset. I know of people who were anticipating yesterday and today, and they were very apprehensive coming into it. You can't be that way. Don't be afraid of the unknown. If you believe, if you love yourself and you believe in everything, then everything's going to be fine. I don't what.
Michelle's having nightmares. Is that what she's saying? This current energy caused the nightmares? Is that where you're at?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I put up here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So,
your nightmares could be your shadow work. You got shadow work to do.
Yeah.
So that's just your shadow. That's your shadow self showing up. Something that you need to look at. When you're sleeping, your multidimensional you is out in the cosmos. Your energy, your foreverness, the bigger part of you never sleeps, okay? But what does sleep is the human, the part of you that has a beginning and an end of you, this part right here. That part has to slumber. We know that. So, but when you go to sleep, your energy continues to work and you go out in the cosmos, and that's what you're doing when you're dreaming. So,
yeah. But to look at, the next 2 days and say, oh, I'm afraid of what might happen because of all these energies. Let it go. Just know you're protected. Know that, you've got to believe. So strengthen yourself and believe. And I understand your work on talking to yourself before you go to sleep. I get a hold of the Almighty, as I call it, the Creator. Some people call God. I just say, Almighty, this is, I mean, I surrender every night because when I do and I let go, I just feel so much better about things. And it's like, it's about, it's sort of like the serenity prayer. You only can control the things you can control. You can't control everything. And you give it to Almighty and just say, hey, you got this. I know it. I'm fine. You just let me know what you need me to do. Okay?
And then on my Instagram, I just got a question from someone ask a client actually. She is asking me if there's any medications out there to help someone who gets a transplant. I guess this person happened to get a double lung transplant,
Oh,
and what can they do, and what can they take besides the rejection pharmaceuticals. This is a big one. This is really big, you guys, for people who have transplants and then they have to take pharmaceuticals, like I guess for the rest of their life, so that they don't have rejection of that organ that was put inside of them. And what I do know is that um, sound therapy can help them, and that there is two mushrooms that can help them. Turkey tail and the cordyceps, I believe, is a has the properties in there that help you keep you from having rejection from the foreign body that's been put into. Well, it's not a foreign body, but it is a replaced body, so that they will be able to. The body will accept it
okay.
and believe that. Okay, and I did some research many, many, many years ago, you guys. This was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And when I stumbled across this man in Ireland, and we were messaging each other. And he said that there's a plant out there in Ireland, and it's a beautiful plant. It's very rare. And that plant literally rejuvenates the cells for a transplant. So there is no rejection.
Wow.
So there is hope coming. I know that this plant's going to get out there. I know they're not going to be able to hide this from us for much longer. But I did discover that from a man, like I said, in Ireland like 4 years ago. I'd have to look back on my notes to see what the name of that plant was, but it is being hidden from us. But yes, I do. I have heard and I have read studies regarding the turkey tail and the um, cordyceps on working on rejection. What is that called again? Anti-rejection medicine. Yeah,
Right.
for people who get transplants.
Okay. And Tara keeps asking about ketamine and what your feeling is on. What are your thoughts on ketamine?
Ketamine's great if you can afford it and it's working for you. I mean, ketamine is part plant and part chemicals. I have seen ketamine work really well on people who've got severe nerve damage and that were addicted to so many pharmaceuticals, and they went and they do the ketamine treatments. But I know that it's extremely pricey. But yeah, if you can afford it, ketamine, is another way to go.
Okay. And Victor's tips on sugar craving. I'm trying lowering sugar. I can tell you I've done it. Okay. I'm 14 days without sugar, and I went back on the sugar just to try it as a reward for staying off of it. But I can tell you that lion's mane is the mushroom that helps me the most um, to stop the cravings. In the afternoon, I take 2 of the capsules and I'm fine. If I start craving, ooh, that chocolate bar looks great, mushrooms, and I'm fine. It doesn't take long at all. Oh, they're saying, she's saying Andrew Fettner is the guy in Ireland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of the
Been doing infusions twice a week for 8 weeks now. Wow.
what of the ketamine?
Ketamine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How are they working for you? How you would like it them?
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
$1,000 a week
Yep. See, it's pricey.
for 8 years now.
Oh, wait a minute. You've been doing it for 8 years, the ketamine, and you're having. What's your results? You should. Why are you? Why are you doing them for so long?
8 years. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's a
goodness.
long time to do ketamine. I mean, what is the
I
results?
think it's immunity from it. Can't help anymore. That's what
Hmm.
I'm getting. It can't help anymore. She's immune from it.
Oh, she's getting immune to it.
Well, I think she has been for quite a while.
Or do you have an
For eight
addiction to it,
years.
Tara? Is that another
Yeah,
addiction? Because I know she has addiction tendencies. You jump from one thing to another.
they've saved my life.
Yeah, I've heard good things about ketamine, but that's a long time to be on ketamine. 8 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Remember, they're with you. They might have passed, but they are with you.
Oh yeah, your parents are always with you. They might leave this human body to go back home, but they always, their energy always stays upon you and on you. I know this. I lost my father at 3 years old, so he's never ever left me. He's been more by my side than an earthly father. So I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for my father helping me from the other side.
I've lost, sorry. Both of mine have, both my parents have transitioned. And
Yeah,
yep, they're with me more now.
yeah, yeah,
My dad's grabbing my
yeah.
arm, my shoulder.
Yes, my father has always been my guardian angel, so I'm lucky. I'm a lucky gal. So, anyone else out there doing anything to help get themselves, let thy food be thy medicine?
Uh, because of grief and PTSD. That's why I'm doing them so often again now.
The grief and the PTSD. Oh, well, you need to face that grief and the PTSD. You got to face that. That's shadow work. Face it. What is it that you're? I know it's sad, and that's good to be. Be sad. Let it out, because those tears are of a different energy than if you stub your toe. And death stings. Death is a stinger. It stings like no other.
Mm.
But I think that we're just taught that it's something bad, and it really isn't. I mean, your parents are together. Obviously, they were soulmates. If when you lost them, kind of, it sounds like close together or whatever. Um, and then the PTSD. PTSD is it's not just when you can't sleep because you have bad dreams, and then certain things trigger you into a high anxiety. That's just trauma, Tara. You've got a lot of physical and non-physical trauma that you need to face and look at. And once you face and look at this stuff, you'll be able to heal.
Exactly, Michelle. Oops, sorry.
What did I say?
She said, talk to your parents.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Talk to them. They're here with you. They're here. Their
Yeah.
energy never leaves you. It always stays, especially on the children. It lies upon the children and the grandchildren.
So your
Yeah.
your father died first, and then your mother,
Yeah. Died
and
of a
that's
broken.
that's normal. My
Yeah.
mom did the same thing when it was 2 years after her husband passed that she passed.
It's beautiful. I look at it in a different perspective. Her heart was broken and she needed to go be with the man that she loved. And, obviously she went because they're two kindred spirits and they'll be back again, doing it again. It's really beautiful. I know it's sad and it stings, but, time heals all. In time, everything heals.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I agree. It was only 65. Wow, no reasons. Yeah, there was a reason. You just said she had a reason. Broken heart is a reason, and it is real, people. And one of the things about changing the love I have for everyone as unconditional, it strengthens my heart. It does not hurt it. It strengthens the fact that I have unconditional love for everyone, including myself. And knowing that if people pass, I just have to go with it and say, I know they're going to come back and visit me when they're ready. And I have no regrets. And I do not expect anything out of them. It just helps a whole lot knowing that you love them as pure as you do.
And celebrate them every day.
Yes.
Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Put out their favorite food, cook their favorite food, put their favorite drink out, light a candle. I celebrate my loved ones as much as possible.
Yeah.
We've had a few hard hits in my family too in the last couple of years. I think we all have. Yeah, I lost 2 nephews. Yeah, back to back in the same year almost.
That's really hard.
Yeah, they were young. They were young, only 30. Lee James was 32, I believe, and then Michael was like 26.
And she said you were helping her mom and dad
Yes, 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 yes.
with your CBD products.
Yes, I remember that. That was a long time ago. Her dad had cancer of some sort. That's when I had just came out of the closet.
But that's your choice. You're making the choice to be depressed. And you have, remember, they're with you. They're with you. And you need to get out and meet people.
Oh, yeah, you're playing the victim, Tara.
Yep,
You're the
yep.
victim.
You're not the victim.
You're not a victim unless you choose to be a victim of your circumstances. And you guys will all be together someday, but you obviously have something left to do on this planet. What's some, there might be some family ancestral behaviors that need to be broken. Maybe you're here to break some of these, ancestral behavior issues that have happened in your family, addiction issues. I don't know. But you have work to do.
But your heart's only broken because you do not have enough unconditional love for yourself. I don't know how I can stress this enough. You do not love yourself enough. That's why your heart is broken. You allow other people to be your heart instead of you being your own heart.
She puts her happiness in the back pocket of someone else.
Yes, exactly. I'm trying to say it in different ways so
when it'll eventually click to you.
Yeah.
Tara, but yes.
Well, I'm glad you've been clean for 10 years, but the ketamine, even though it might be working for you and all, it's still something added that isn't necessarily what you need. I'm just saying that they've got big warning signals for me that you need no addictions issues anymore. Yeah, each time you go to ketamine, remember that. Okay? Because you're allowing something else to help you instead of you helping yourself.
Thank you, Victor, for that. Yes, love your damn self. Just love yourself. And like we said before, death does sting. But either it's going to bring you closer to the Creator or it's going to tear you apart. And that's what death is really about. So.
And Red Rose, I agree with you, but you've got one thing you need to add to it. Oh, Twin Flame, we're going to get rid of you in a second. So you either need to leave or we're going to kick you out. Love, you must the God first and love yourself the way you love God. No. Love yourself the way God loves you. Okay? Love yourself the way God loves you. It's called infinite, pure, perfect, unconditional love. That is the purest love you can have. And when you can embrace God's love for you, nothing can stop you. I'm just saying.
Yes. You can heal yourself. Nothing happens to you. It happens for you. Okay. And if you look at it in that perspective, it brings things into a different perspective, you know? Nothing never happens to you. It happens for you. But if you've got that victim mentality, then yes, it happened to me. Oh my gosh, da 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 da, you know. Um, and you know, you got to work through all of this. You know, you got to work through these emotions and this depression and this anxiety and all this stuff that you have. You know, work through it and learn how to let this energy just continue to flow when it is presented to you, instead of just getting stuck there and just letting it get stuck. Oh, me. And then that's when the victim mentality comes in.
Yeah.
And then the panic attack and the PTSD and then the cortisol and
Right.
the complete dysfunction of the body,
Yes.
you know, and you're completely go haywire and nothing's working properly in the body.
And that's what you've got to take control of. It's your body. You've got to help heal it.
Yeah, your body has a built-in purification, you guys. You guys can do this. I know it's hard. It's a hard world out there. It's crazy right now.
And
yeah.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And what you're saying, I'm trying not to giggle about this. You said you're having a hard time not being mad at Jesus. I hate to remind you, and you might not have this grasp, but each one of us signed a contract before we got here.
Jesus didn't take anybody.
He didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
You had something to do with it. Your parents had something to do with it. They knew this was going to happen. And yes, we don't we've made these choices before we even got here. And I know most of us don't remember it. Believe me, I know that.
Okay, yeah. So planet Earth, when you come to planet Earth, okay, planet Earth, Mother Gaia is a school, okay? This is a school. And we come here to have a human experience, okay? The beginning and end part of us, okay, we come here for this lesson, to come here and have feelings and have this experience and having an intellect. We come here for the intelligence and for feelings, because when you're in your divinity, before you become a human, you had to have been a master. You had to have been a master to manifest yourself into a human, okay? And you literally choose all of this experience, okay? I know it sounds crazy because it's so hard for the human to stop thinking human. You humanize everything. So when we're on the other side, we do not have a brain. We do not have feelings. We are not a male. We are not a female. We are just divine love, okay? And yeah, we come here to this planet Earth to learn about being a human and to have this experience. And along with it, we didn't have our memory why we're here. And that's the part of the game of how we get reincarnated here. For me, I believe in reincarnation. That's the way of it. Most of you guys know what I think about religion. So for me, reincarnation is the way. So until I'm shown something else, that'll be my belief. Yeah. I hope that makes sense to you guys.
Yeah, I'm checking. Michelle says you chose this life because of the things you need to learn.
Yeah, you choose everything. You have free will. The Creator gave you free will. This is a planet of free will and duality. And duality is laid upon you when you're born. You're not born with your duality, nor do you take your duality with you. Okay? And yes, your blood clan, your family, you reincarnate lifetime after lifetime after lifetime with your blood clan. You love them so much that you choose to come back. And there's a bigger picture to all of this. There's a reason why we do this. I'm not going to get into that today, but there are, my truths are my truths. And so, there's a grand reason why we do this. Of course, because obviously for me, I love Mother Gaia. I love this planet. It's beautiful. And I'll come here and help her raise a vibration anytime, time and time again, to push this darkness out. Yes, I'm here. I am a warrior, Mother Gaia.
So you don't believe addiction is a disease? You believe I chose that hell I went through? You signed up for it. It's not that you chose it.
You
Remember.
chose to have that experience.
Yeah.
Because how are you going to become a healer? You came to this planet as a healer. You are a healer. You forgot that. But how are you going to be able to help anyone if you don't break yourself down and then heal yourself from those tragedies that happened to you? Okay? You can read all the books you want. You can get all the certificates you want. You can become a doctor in every single thing. But you know what? Unless you lived it and you went through it, how are you really going to be able to help someone? Because experience trumps everything. So yes, we do. We break ourselves down. We do go through this horrible situations, just like I have and everyone else has, to heal ourselves, to bounce back, to not be a slave to our mind and to be a master of our mind. And namaste.
Yeah. And I'm reading this back and forth. And yeah, whose addiction killed them. That was their journey.
They wanted to die. Yeah, the experience they wanted to have was to die by addiction. So I don't know, they could be a new soul. Usually the newer souls that come to this planet, I'm not saying they're a new soul that was newly made by the creator. They're just a newer soul to this planet. Their soul has existed a trillion times long, or years, or whatever. But they come to planet Earth for the first time. And yes, they usually do get addicted. They go to prison. And I do believe that all of our prisons are full of new souls because they get here and it's just so dang dark. They don't know what to do. They just came from the divinity. They just came from love, and they come to this planet. And it is really rough here. And, and becomes a coping mechanism. It's kind of like, what do you mean we can't do drugs? What do you mean I can't, go hurt someone? This place is pretty crazy. But yeah, these are things that people choose to experience. That experience is going to make them better, and they're going to rise up to the mantle and to be the healer that they came here to be and to help others. Mm-hmm. Or it will destroy them, and it's a lesson learned. And it doesn't matter. We are all loved all the same, no matter what we do on this planet. Yeah. My God is not a punishing God. He doesn't punish us. He gave us free will on a planet with duality. And so whatever you do, you are honored. You are honored no matter what you do on this planet when you go home.
And I understand they can't help anyone, those addictions. But remember, when you do sign that contract, and we do talk about it quite often because it's what happened, you also have clause to get out early. And a lot of people do it by way of suicide. And that suicide on their part is to help everyone else learn lessons that love them. It's not to hurt those people. It's help them to learn lessons. And I know it's tough. It's very hard to get through somebody else's. It's hard to get through death. Now, I was one that when I was young and 2-3 years old, my grandfather would carry me over caskets and have me look at the dead bodies. I never looked. I saw the casket coming. I don't think I closed my eyes, but I didn't look. I went somewhere else because I have no idea other than just seeing the end of the casket and I'm done. All right. And then I remember getting away from my grandfather. And it happened twice within weeks. And I didn't like death. It was so tremendous for me until my mother calls me on my birthday in 2015. And she says to me, I didn't have any pain on Saturday. I was totally pain-free. She was telling me I'm dying soon. We understood each other enough that I knew what she was telling me. She also said to me, your brother is coming, or your sister's coming this month, your brother's coming next month. And normally I would have said, then I will see you in October. I didn't say that. And the reason I didn't say that is because I knew I wouldn't see her. Okay. And I took it difficult, her death, but once I got into her house, and well, basically, I found out she had passed when I was at work. Took me a half an hour to get myself together. And it's like she's telling me, knock it off. You got work to do. Get it done. Get out of here. Set whatever you have to at your work and get to San Antonio. And I did. And I went back and forth for 2 years. That chapter's done. But after that, death does not bother me as much. I've learned so many lessons since then. And loving myself is the biggest one I've learned.
Death is hard. It's so hard. We just last year lost, my daughter lost her sister-in-law and her nephew in a horrible car crash. And we just celebrated their 1 year anniversary of passing to the other side. And it was beautiful. It was really beautiful what they did for our loved ones. And that's what we do in our family. We just celebrate. We celebrate their birthdays still. We celebrate milestones still. We do all kinds of stuff. It hurts, man. That was a rough day last month for me. Celebrating that, but we got through it. We got through it, and it made me feel good, and it made the family members, makes them feel good too to celebrate. To continue to celebrate them. I believe that we're supposed to honor and celebrate our loved ones.
And I feel you're very powerful too, Tara. Very powerful.
Yeah, you're very powerful. You can get through this.
But don't rely on anything else but yourself. You'll find the difference. You'll find yourself. But remember, build up the love for yourself. Until you do, you're just going to continue these spirals.
Be sad, yeah. Honor. I mean, just like I said, honor them and process these feelings that you're having. To process them, get mad, get angry, but just don't let it get stuck there.
Right.
Just don't get stuck there. Process it and let it go, and give it to the cosmos. And I know you can hear your parents, Tara. I know they talk to you. They're right there. They're right beside you. It's just that you can't touch them, feel them, see them. It doesn't mean they're not there. They're literally right there next to you, loving you and saying, you've got this, you can get through this. And I know you've got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters too, Tara.
And it's your soul. It's your soul that's connecting with them.
Mm-hmm.
So get out of your analytical ego mind, the left brain, and get into your God mind, as Claudene puts it. Your God mind, your soul, what connects you to the divine. Utilize that part of your brain to really connect.
Yeah. And they had to go to the other side to help you. You needed help from the other side to get through what you got to get through in this lifetime. They're at better service for you while being over there than being here on this earth and being sick.
Well, you told me earlier, I don't know if it was on here, but your dad has been with you since you were 3 years old after he passed.
Mm-hmm. My dad died in a horrible, tragic accident when I was 3 years old, and it was devastating to the family because he was only 22 years old. Yeah, and he was in service, and he died in action, but on American soil, and he's always been with me. He's
But she wouldn't be here today with.
I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today and have the clairvoyance that I have and have the elevation of awareness the way that I do if it wasn't for him doing what he chose to come to this planet and to die early. That was his contract. That's what he wanted to experience. What is it like to die early? And he did, and he left a family behind. And with that, I've been able to see angels and ETs and everything else since I was 7 years old. They've come to me, and I've been able to see them and talk with them. It's much different now, though.
And Jennifer Jordan Johnson, I think, is from Maine, and she's here and saying, "Seeing the other side has helped me relive my life again."
Yes, Jennifer. I haven't had a chance to talk with her. She's a really good client of mine, also a really good friend of mine, and she almost just died.
Wow.
She was the one I told you her husband grows for me.
Yeah.
My brother in Maine, that's his wife. My sister and my brother in Maine, yeah, that's what I refer them to. Yeah, that's who that is. And she's been, she was in the hospital for months, and she's in home health care still. So I can't wait to talk with her to see what she found. Because what happened with her, this is a really, Jennifer, I know I'm going to start crying. Whew. So I get that phone call that she's near death, and from her husband, Luke, who's like a brother of mine. And so I go in and I go play the samples. I go in the backyard and I start playing my samples, and I start connecting to her to see what's going on with her. I shoot out of my body and I see her there. She's there up in a med bed up on the ship, and she's just there. I can see her energy, and I looked at her and I'm like, what? I'm just putting hands on her and I'm looking at her, and she says to me, well, telepathy, she goes, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm not ready. I'll be back."
And you're off completely. Did you?
Uh-oh.
I saw a light on, but is the connection that good?
Maybe I'll just have to connect here. I'll just connect to you.
Okay.
So anyway, so I see her out in the Astros, and I come back and I call her husband and I tell him she's fine. She's going to come back. She's going to heal. And sure enough, she did. She sure did. It's been a long road, though.
Already crying. Okay, I'm going to go back to Victor. Victor says, Claudine, Dad, at the moment he gave me was, "Thank you for letting people know of my love to you and the world."
Oh.
I know. Okay. And then I heard you. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Victor.
Whew. Yeah, I love all this energy today. It is different, but it is constructive. Wow,
I
that's
know.
the word
I
they're
thought we were going
saying.
to talk about letting the kitchen be your hospital, but it's a show that flows. We just start with something and then we see where it goes, you guys. We don't have to stay on topic at all.
Yeah.
But if death, death is just
it's part of life.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
a
part
cycle.
of life. And yes, and with my friend Jen, she chose to have that experience. She chose to have this near experience. I mean, she probably doesn't feel like she wanted to sign up from it, but now Jennifer's going to turn around. She's going to heal herself, because I know this girl, and she's going to become even a better healer than she already is because of her experience.
Yes, thank you, Victor. Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
I know.
And it's a totally different waves than normal.
Oh, she's already. I know, it was it was rough. That was a rough one. But look at our celebration, Jennifer. We're celebrating her now.
Yes, yes.
Because she's a better person. She knows better. She's going to do better. She's not going to be a victim.
And for all of you, don't wait for a near-death experience to learn this. Learn from other people. That's why we're telling you what we know. And you had told me about one lady who brought her son into you to help heal him from street drugs and other things. And she was a counselor, or she is a counselor.
Yes.
Psychologist.
Psychiatrist. Psychiatrist and psychologist, yes. And she would come to me, my neighbor. And she came to me, and that's when I realized, okay, yeah, this is real. If you've got the experience, you've been through it, then you know how to help other people. You know how to help people through it. And what she's talking about is I had a son who was a very hardcore heroin user. And he was so hardcore, he was shooting it into his neck. And he healed himself, you guys. I helped him save himself. And he has been drug-free, substance-free for 8 years. No Suboxone, no methadone, no nothing. Not even CBD. Only if he's got a little headache, he'll do a little bit of CBD. But nothing.
Yeah.
So
physician, heal thyself. I mean, that's a passage somewhere. had failed to look that up recently so that I would remember where that's coming from. And I'm like you on organized religion. It has nothing to do with, it's just man's manipulation.
Yeah. Religion, when you find out about religion, I mean,
Oh my.
it's just here to humanize our God and to make it's dysfunctional and chaotic.
And it's all about the patriarchy, guys. I'm
it's
just
all
saying.
about the rules and don't do this and don't do that. Oh yeah, and then if you don't ask Jesus in your heart, you're not going to be saved. No, I'm sorry, I don't believe that at all.
And for those of you who do,
and for those that do, that's fine because
Yeah.
religion is beautiful. I mean, it brought people good manners.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no judgment at all. I mean, at the end of the day, we all pray to the same master creator. So the thing is, another thing about religion that kind of irks me too is they don't talk about Mother Gaia. Like
Right.
you're on the planet Mother Gaia, but we don't discuss Mother Gaia.
Are you kidding? The way they treat her? I mean, come on.
Yeah, but let's destroy her, annihilate her, and take away everything that's natural. But that's the one thing that I have. God, we could talk about religion all day long. Seriously, I can. I used to be totally religious.
Yeah. Well, Michelle is making known that addicts prefer their counselor to be addicts in recovery.
Yes.
That's my experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Because how are you going to be able to help that person? You know, that was the one thing I learned. So my son was the heroin addict. I wasn't the heroin addict.
Right.
And I couldn't put I have never had that problem except for I had addiction to potato chips. So I would compare that. You know what I mean? The bad addictions that I've had and I've had to overcome. So I kind of had to, put myself in his shoes. But at the same time, he didn't know what it was like to be what I was going through, being the mother of an addict,
Right.
So we had to put each other into each other's shoes. And again, you have to want sober. You have to want sobriety.
Yes.
You have to want it. You have to want to be healthy. If you don't want it, it's not going to happen because no one can do this work for you. You have to do the work yourself.
And what we talked about on Friday is don't keep telling yourself every day that I am this. I am in a negative way.
Yeah, don't talk to yourself negative. Your body can hear you, you guys.
Yeah. And so your addictions will continue if you keep telling yourself you're an addict. It'll keep happening. Well, don't. Like, I'm off of sugar. But one time I was off of dairy products for 17 years. And anybody says that, oh, I have an addiction and it's really hard and everything. I said, I looked at dairy because I was told that it was going to kill me if I continued eating it as death. So when you see something as death, like a bottle of gin or bourbon or anything else, if you see it as death and you pick it up and drink it, you're committing suicide. Okay? That's your choice. But if you look at it death and I don't want to die, then don't choose it. Walk away.
Alcohol has 7 different types of cancer.
Ooh.
That causes 7. Well, it causes 7 different type of cancer growth inside the body. Alcohol, absolutely not.
You've been through a lot.
No, I'm not okay with alcohol at all. At all. Like, if you drink alcohol and you give spiritual advice, yeah, that's like a no-no for me.
And again, we all have free will.
Yep, we all have free will.
But it's the choices you make. And you and I have a little bit in common when it comes to husband having
loved ones,
okay. Loved one having drinking problems.
Yes, I have my house. My family is stricken with alcoholism, so yes, I do get that.
Yeah, hey, I understand the loved ones because it's just and so I'm in recovery from being around them.
We're codependents. when you're not the addict, if you're not an addict, like me, okay, I did have a drinking problem there for a few years, but I quit that. Um, you're what we call a codependent, okay? So you have a codependency to be with these type of people that they cause all the problems. You know, you're always trying to fix everything. You're always trying to make everything better. You're always getting excuses why they can drink or why they shouldn't drink. Or, you know, my biggest thing is, well, they're nice drunks. They're happy drunks. You know, I remember going around saying that forever, giving them an excuse. But no, they're destroying themselves. And they don't show up for the family the way that they need to. And that is what they're doing. And then in their nasty, disgusting sarcasm ways, because all drunks are sarcastic in a nasty, gross way. And that is very hurtful towards the other family members, and especially the children, if you have children in the family.
Yes. I can't see. Hello, Kenita.
But if you suffer from alcohol, you guys come see me. I can help you with that. If you guys are ready to put the alcohol down and you guys want sobriety, that's what I help with.
Well, not just that, but substance.
Oh, substance. And yeah, any attachment, any kind of it, physical or non-physical. Even if you have addiction to food, food's another one.
Yes.
And it's killing them. I help people with addiction, but you have to be ready. And this does cost money. So if you go to my website, you guys can see, you know, what it will cost for you guys to get started. Because you cannot get any of my medicine without having a consultation with me. That's just the way it is.
Because you're not going to hand out, or you're not going to sell anything to anyone if it's not going to help. And you have to know what's going on.
I have to know what's going on. I do tap into your innate. And I have it honored to Mother Gaia, you guys. I'm here to do a job, and I'm here to honor her medicine and make sure that it comes to you guys in a way that you're dosing it properly and that you have a good relationship with it and that you're not abusing it.
And thank you, Victor, for that, because yes, anybody who comes on here and tells us that they have a child with autism, I send him to Victor immediately. But he's also a support survivor of narcissistic abuse. Okay, so he's got 2 things he's working on.
Yep. So he knows about being an enabler too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing about his autism, he looks at it. It's a gift, people. It really is a gift. But the people around them are always looking down on them, and there's no reason.
They're always trying to figure out a way to fix them.
Yeah,
they don't need to be fixed.
Nothing to fix.
Nothing to fix. Yeah. Autistic people are the precursors to the future human, and that is my explanation to what autism is. They are brilliant, brilliant humans, yes. And we all should strive to be more autistic.
And I'm not autistic, obviously, but I've always seen things differently than other people have. Like one of the things that, again, the alcoholic loved ones, I would look at them and say, you know, you're actually normal, because they call everybody else normal, the ones that aren't alcoholics. And I'm going, no, you guys have the correct reaction to poisons, where I'm not normal because I don't have that reaction. So how can you've got to look at it. You're normal. Your body is normal. Your reactions are normal. So don't think of yourself as bad or a reject or deformed because you have this bad reaction. No, you're perfect. But you got to choose not to. You got to choose to help yourself. We can't be fixed.
Yeah, nope, you can't be fixed. There's no need to fix you. The thing with the autism is that they have their own language. They're not going to be able to learn this language of the dark light, fake light matrix, no matter how much we try to push on them, all the programs and this and that. Nope. Yeah. They're just fine.
And I saw this article recently that a lot of the books that are being banned these days are about handicapped people. And they're banning these books.
What?
That's what I was reading is they're banning these books on handicapped people. And it's like, what, they want us to think that everything's perfect and everybody is.
Well, they're trying to erase our history on so much stuff, especially, our history on science is what needs to be erased.
Yes.
God, our science is terrible.
I mean, yes, there are good science, but it's the ones that are being.
Really?
Well, I'm just saying there are. Would you know about this stuff if it wasn't for science?
Well, yeah, I see the duality in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they didn't mess it up like this, then yeah.
Right. But then again, I mean, it's our choices.
But they lied to us. It's our choice.
They've got
they've lied.
A whole lot of lies.
It's our choice to do more research.
Yes.
To do more research. And my research is done with my anecdotal evidence. I've been helping people for eons, you guys, for several years now, many years, I should say now. And I have so much anecdotal evidence of what I do and how the plants help people.
Yes. And that's getting back to the basics. I mean, a lot of the indigenous cultures in North America, I'm not just saying U.S., they're getting back to what they know to be right and what they know to be true.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine is Original Landlords. I mean, that's his brand, and he does a great job, Jeremy. Great job. So keep looking out for all of those people because they need help. There's a lot of girls and women that are going missing. There are a lot of indigenous being murdered these days. They need our help too. Gaia needs our help to protect these people.
They're taking their young ladies.
Yeah, they're taking their young ladies. They're also cutting the hair off the men and killing them.
Yeah, so, this isn't nothing new.
No, it's not.
This is not new.
It's just bringing. It's
just become. It's finally being brought to our awareness. But even still, then it was brought to our awareness. We just turned another cheek. We just swept it under the carpet. That's all we've ever been doing.
Well, I think the media only does what they think will make money for them.
Right.
And
they're biased.
Yeah,
they're very biased. Very biased. We don't get both sides of each story.
Right. Well, and it's not just, when I went to Prague 7 times, 7 different summers, anyway, what I discovered there is not two sides to every story. It is everyone who was there. It's they have their own unique side to that story. So every story has
its own perspective.
So many different facets to it. Gaia needs our help, elites, yes. I'm in and out of live, not in great place. Well, sorry about that, Rachel. You know how to heal yourself. You know how to get yourself back to where you need to be. You keep allowing yourself to be the victim and to be stuck. And go inward and just hide. You need to get out and about. We need everyone to
grounding.
Get out and about.
I mean, grounding. Go grounding, you guys. Grounding is amazing. I ground every morning in the garden. It helps so much. I didn't get to ground this morning, and I'm already feeling like, oh, I got to get out there. I have a little shrine out in front of my facility where I'll go out and stand in the rocks for a while.
Well,
so I can get some grounding done.
Yeah, and I understand there was a breakup. Rachel, you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming. It's been over a year that it's been coming. But, again, unconditional love. If you have enough in your heart for yourself, I'm not just talking your heart chakra. You have enough unconditional love for yourself, you can weather any storm. And you'll also send out unconditional love to that person, and you'll have no regrets. I can tell you this after a 35-year relationship that's coming to an end. And we're getting closer every minute of the day. And I am so excited. And not a bad thing. I'm just...
Because you've mourned your marriage 35 years.
Yep.
You mourned it. You've tried to repair it. You've tried to fix it. And you know this is the best thing for both of you. So you guys can move on and both have a happy, healthy life. Yes. Because I mean, don't you want that other person's happiness?
Yes.
I mean, and don't you want to be happy?
Yeah.
So sometimes, separating and breaking up is a good thing. And maybe it doesn't mean that it's forever.
Hi,
You
Crips
guys can
Nine
always come back
Blues.
together.
It sounds like you might be from Australia. Just a thought. I don't know where you're from. And if you guys want to put where you're from in here, that's great. And no, we don't do readings today. The readings will be happen tomorrow. Let's see, yeah, I keep hearing that noise and I forget that it's Melbourne.
That is
Oh,
Melbourne.
wow.
That is Australia, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys want to get readings done and you guys want to rent Julie, go ahead and go to my website and you guys can rent her for an hour or so. She's got a couple of different readings that she does on there, and you can go ahead and book right on my website. It's elevatedbyclaudene.com, spelled CLAUDENE, and just go under services. And you go into services and you'll see what I provide for consultations and then what she provides for readings. And that way you can help support our work and help us continue to do what we're doing, because we do need financial help, you guys, support, so we can continue to do what we do.
Yes. Yes, we got to work, and we're working for free right now, helping you guys out, doing what we can to help you.
Heck yeah. Awesome.
And it's gratitude and appreciation for what we have that we give to you as well.
So please like our page, share, and what else are we supposed to say? Like, share, follow,
and subscribe.
Especially you guys, I don't have my TikTok on here, but I will soon. I'm trying to get as many followers as I can on TikTok right now because I need 1,000 followers before I can go live. Yeah. And I'm just not really, this is kind of my shortcoming stuff, you guys, doing videos and being on social media, because I'm just really busy here at my center and helping people. So it's just, I don't have much time to focus and put my energy onto the social media platforms. I do the best I can.
And that's why we're here before she opens up.
Yeah, we're here early in the morning before I open up my center. Yeah. It's a long day.
And and tonight we do have the class, and that's running across on the bottom advice at sonoranmystictarot.com. For those of you who want to come in and see us there.
Yes, that's a great class that she has on Zoom. So anyone who's interested, go to it. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Good morning. And we can tell it's getting closer to 10.
Yes. My assistants are coming in. All right, does anyone out there want to say anything? Anybody else want to talk about anything else before we get ready to end this?
Yeah, we have to end very close to 10 because she has to open her doors. So,
yes. So again, you guys, if you guys are looking to get off of pharmaceuticals or street drugs, or have some physical or non-physical trauma that you'd like to heal, again, my services are on my website. And you guys can go there at elevatedbyclaudene.com and under services, and you can see Julie and I, like I said earlier.
Yep. And I do want to remind you, I will be,
and my mushroom coffee is on there. My mushroom tea. I like to call it mushroom tea because there's nothing in it that makes it coffee. It's just a tea blend, and it's really good, you guys. The 7 blend is $30, and 14 blend. Yeah, they both say 30. That's funny.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. So $35 for the 14 blend and $30 for the 7 blend.
Okay. And tomorrow I will be on with Bonnie from Calling on Angels 1111. Tomorrow evening around 6 p.m.-ish, Mountain Standard Time, Sonoran Mystic Tarot and A5 Says. Thursday morning will be Sonoran Mystic Tarot and Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. And Friday, I will be back on with Scott and the Gabriel Project. And Saturday morning will be Susan and just Susan on Saturday mornings at around 11. She will be early. She's not ishy like like we were
Like we
today.
are.
But
We are.
usually I'm not issued, but we're going to be leaving soon. So, and then Sunday is A5 Says and Sherry Berry, and on Monday is tea time with Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. And Karen, we do not do readings on Tuesdays. We help people out with their problems. Addictions were talked today. Near death um, experiences, passing of loved ones.
We
Uh,
talk about everything quantum, you guys.
yes. And the other thing was what we started out with was make your kitchen is your hospital.
Yes. Have your kitchen be your hospital. Let thy food be thy medicine. That's what we opened up on the discussion, but it ended up turning the discussion into morely talking about death, which is fine. That's what the show is, the show that flows. That's what we're here for. We can change the subject. We just like to start with the subject and see where it goes. But we're here to talk about health and wellness and addiction and mental health and all that stuff that we can help you with.
Yes. So thank you all for coming in. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
have a great week.
Happy everything.
Bye-bye. Love and light.